I'm the real deal. You're lucky I'm even talking to you.
What?
It's all good, man.
Welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Better Call Saul Season 3 Episode 5. Now guys, the last episode, it was pure insanity. Salamanca went on a rampage. He embarrassed Gus in front of his customers and his employees, and right, Gus somehow resolved that, but then he teamed up with Mike and he showed Mike his disdain for Salamanca. And we know that Hector took out Gus in the end, so this rivalry and pettiness went on until the bitter end, bruh. It's actually quite crazy that Walt was able to use their dysfunctional relationship to his benefit and get rid of Gus. But yeah, also Chuck is definitely pursuing Jimmy's bar license, right? He's gonna, and he knows all the people at the bar hearing that they're probably gonna have, so Jimmy's screwed, but at least he's not going to jail. That being said, if you enjoy my reactions, you know what to do. Let's go. This is insane. If my brother was Chuck, I would be livid.
What do you think? On? Off?
Oh, I think off.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, off it is.
So,
I get on the phone to the city. To make a long story short, those bozos at PNM mixed up my payment. The deadbeat at 512 San Cristobal hasn't been paying his bills. And of course, I'm 215. Exactly. They say they'll have it on again by tomorrow.
Here.
No, Jimmy, you don't
Well,
have
the least
to.
I can do is the dishes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jimmy.
oh, a cell phone.
I'm sorry. I hate that thing. I feel like I'm on a leash. Oh,
Not
I'm
good.
sorry.
He's gonna have a fit.
Oh,
Yeah, Jimmy's trying to cover
no,
for
it's
him.
not just him. It's the whole section.
Rebecca!
No, that's fine. What the hell?
Ooh.
Andre?
Well-
I'll have to call you back.
Well, that's the worst way you could have approached this whole scenario, bruh. First of all, as soon as the phone rang, you should have stood up and went upstairs until she's done. Like, that's a great way to approach it. If you want to lie to the woman, just say, I had to go check on something in the attic or some shiz. And Jimmy was covering for you anyway, so that would have definitely flown by. But no, my man took her phone and threw it? Hey, yo, you're a mental case.
I'm sorry. What is your problem?
If you won't tell her, then I will.
No, you will not tell her. You will not tell her.
That's how he lost his significant other? Because of ego? He couldn't share with her his problem?
Maybe a placostomus. And don't feed her too much. People get fat. Fish, they drown in leftover food. All right, already, Jacques Cousteau.
Not as happy as we are. Again, great job.
Thank you, sir.
So she cleared the board. They got a license and everything.
Ladies,
Yeah, this guy must be happy.
dinner's on me.
Kim, I knew you were good, but I didn't know you were this good.
The important thing here is I think it could make some noise in public. Soon. I wanted to tell you this in the spirit of full disclosure. I thought it was better if you heard it from me.
Well played.
If you have any reservations at this point, or if you are not comfortable staying with me, we can discuss options.
Because Jimmy is going up against the bar. Right. They might take
this
his...
is it.
Oh my...
We can run without lights and mics. We'll collect all cell phones and hold them for the duration of your testimony.
What about the
court
exit
reporter,
signs?
Would it be possible to move him or her farther from the witness stand?
Maybe there's no need to put you through the ringer like this.
Nah, he wants to be here. He wants to be here when they take away his bar license and his pretty much license to practice law. He wants to be here when he takes that from his brother. That's how big of a prick this guy is.
This isn't about me. Or
Yes,
my
it
health.
is. Yes,
This
it
is
is.
about PR.
This is about you being a
He lost
bitch.
a client.
Maybe two. He deserves disbarment.
Yeah, but this is personal for Chuck. Howard is looking after his business, because yes, he's gonna work there for another 30 years, and Chuck has what, maybe 2 or 3 years, and he's not even working. Like, Howard's right, because the defense is just gonna flip this on its ass, because yes, they can argue, what were those documents doing at your home? They should have been safe at your firm, but you took them home because you can't go to the firm because you're not well. You're mentally unstable, and now you're blaming your brother for something you obviously missed, and you even went as far to record him while your brother was trying to make you feel better by admitting that he did it even though he didn't do it. Now, how are you gonna tackle that, right? Now, this is personal for Chuck.
Not some slap on the wrist. No, Howard, there's only one way forward. Let justice be done, though the heavens fall.
Any reasonable person.
Yeah, okay, I forgot. I got ahead of myself. I forgot it's not about the tape. They can dismiss the tape easily, right? But yeah, he did break and enter and broke stuff and assaulted Chuck. So yeah, he has those hanging. But then again, I mean, he's going to be disbarred mostly because of the tape, what he did, right? Because the charges, like, he's not going to go to the prison for the charges because he made a deal with Chuck, right? So yeah, okay.
Person would agree that assaulting another lawyer in his own home reflects badly on Mr. McGill's fitness as an attorney.
True.
Or ill intent, but about two brothers whose relationship, after years of strain, finally broke.
Kinda true.
We believe that after you have the complete picture, you'll understand James McGill is an asset to our legal community. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
This was entrapment.
You testified you've known my client for some time.
He was a hard worker.
You had a nickname for him, didn't you?
Charlie Hustle.
Charlie Hustle. How'd you feel when you found out he'd become a lawyer?
This is a good angle, bruh. This is a good angle because he's under oath, so he needs to tell the truth. So he's gonna have to tell the truth that the only reason they didn't hire Jimmy when he became a lawyer was because Chuck is a petty SOB who was jealous of his brother. And he put a stop to it, right? Howard had nothing against Jimmy. So that's kind of an interesting angle to showcase what a piece of shiz Chuck is as a brother, right?
Surprised. He'd put himself through law school and taken the bar exam without telling any of the partners.
We felt hiring Jimmy might damage morale.
That's not why.
Nepotism. Your firm
about-
is Hamlin, and McGill, right? Who's the other Hamlin?
Ooh! Oh my god. She just slapped him in the face with a wooden glove, bruh. Is there a wooden glove with a rubber glove? It doesn't matter, bruh. He's nepotism. His dad is the founder of the firm. He's nepotism. Like, Howard, hey, I haven't even thought of that. Yo, she's smart as hell for that one. She just smacked him in the face because he's obviously, like, he's not lying, but he's not telling the truth either. He's trying to fit the truth into a box that doesn't sound as horrible as Chuck was jealous, so he didn't let me hire him, right? That's crazy.
My father.
Nepotism.
He brought his brother food, supplies, even his favorite newspapers. Isn't that right?
He did.
Could you speak to the terms of Charles's leave of absence?
You know I can't. It was an FMLA leave.
Hey, but she managed to put that little nugget in there, like, for them to hear that Charles is potentially unstable and mentally ill. That's a big W. A felony.
What are you still doing here? Flight's delayed. How delayed? 40 minutes last I checked. Shit. Okay, keep me posted.
Sanctimonious. I love my brother. He's a good person. He has good in him. But the law is too important.
He's
You right
really
there, Howard?
practicing.
Can we take all this shit down off the walls? I'm gonna go call Howard. Jimmy.
I mean, listen, even though he confessed to a felony and all that, he also showed that he cares for his brother, he cares for Kim, he cares for the people around him, which kind of shows that, I mean, yeah, sure, he's willing to break the law to help the loved ones, but no, this is not a good look. But I love how he's gaining points with Kim. She's like, oh, he did it for me.
You do realize you just confessed to a felony? Yes. But you feel better, right?
This is kind of cool. Every time you enter a room, everybody needs to ruin their day for you to just walk in like a boss.
Sorry, sirs.
Yo, is that Earl? Is that the professional? Yo, what do you want to bet he put a phone in his pocket? You want to bet they're gonna, like, he put a phone in his pocket and Chuck is not aware of it, and then they're gonna make it ring in the middle of his testimony, and they're gonna make him look completely crazy because he made all of them, right, get their electronics out of here, and now he has a phone. And not only that, he's probably gonna be a mental case once he realizes there's something electrical touching his chest, right? So yeah, this is gonna be hilarious. Jimmy's dirty for that.
Could you state your name?
Charles L. McGill. I'm a senior partner at the law firm of Hamlin McGill.
I'd like to hear what he has to say.
Of course.
Going to continue. It will extend you the same latitude on cross, Miss Wexler.
Okay, that's fair.
Go on, Mr. McGill.
Without physical evidence, I felt that a recorded confession, if I could get one, was my best bet. On its own, I knew the tape would be somewhat flimsy, but it was a start, a foundation for a more ironclad case. I suppose that Jimmy must have felt the tape was decisive evidence on its own. Otherwise, he wouldn't have broken in to destroy it.
No doctor has ever diagnosed you.
AIDS was not identified properly until 1981. HIV wasn't known as the cause until 83. These things take time to unravel, even for doctors.
Would you say that your illness affects your ability to think clearly?
No, it affects me physically. It breaks my heart.
Shut up.
That's why I did what I did. Not to hurt him, but to protect something that I hold sacred.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, if he was just standing on his mere principles, I would be on Chuck's side because, yes, Jimmy is walking the gray line and, yeah, things that he did do deserve disbarment. Let's be honest. But since we know that Chuck is just, he's a prick. He's jealous of his brother and he has a lot of issues, and that's mostly what's driving this petty dispute. I mean, I don't know, bro. I call him a prick because, bro, that's your own blood. You're just selling out your own blood. That's crazy.
Thank you, Mr. McGill. The state bar rests.
But he is technically right. Jimmy does deserve a punishment.
I'm sorry, my co-counsel and I need a moment to confer.
This was a low blow, bro.
Rebecca.
Chuck, it's good to see you.
I have to say, I'm a bit surprised. Exactly did he say?
Well, that you had been sick, allergic to electricity. He sent me pictures of the house. Chuck, my God.
Hey, yo.
Why did...
That's why Mike broke in, impersonated a handyman so he could take pictures of the loony bin and they can show her. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, Chuck is gonna hate Jimmy forever. Now, these are mind games. These are mind games set into place to throw Chuck off, right, his game. And I don't know what Huel did, but he definitely did something. Huel, my man, was hitting the gym, bro. But I think you guys told me he passed away. R.I.P. to the man if that's the case. Let's go.
Tell me?
I didn't want to upset you, to worry you unnecessarily. But now you're here.
So what was the plan
Not what I
here?
expected.
Oh, yeah, what'd you expect?
I don't know, just
There was a degree of discomfort, that's true.
And where did you hide it? I mean, the sound's pretty clear, so it wasn't in the couch cushions, was it?
Tucked under a space blanket, out of sight.
Wow. So there's no chance I would see it. Not with the state your place was in, isn't that right?
I suppose.
How did you know your provocation would work? Why'd you think a bunch of shiny plastic would make me say anything? Isn't it because you knew that it was precisely the thing that would worry me so much that I'd say anything to talk you down?
Objection. I've said I was playing up my condition. Usually it's a perfectly normal house.
Yeah, okay, but in doing so, you made Jimmy worry, and we already established that he was taking care of you, and he would do anything for you, and in the tape he says just that, so he can now say that he said that lying to make you feel better, and for literally to make you stable again because you seemed unhinged, right? So that's a good play here.
You think your house is normal? Can I call your attention to Exhibit 9? I lied to my brother to make him feel better. Which of us you believe depends on how we all understand the mind of Charles McGill.
Yo.
We did promise the defense some leeway.
Exactly.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
But watch yourself.
I didn't want you to think less of me. Now Jimmy has outed me in front of you. You know why? To rattle me. He knows I still have a lot of feeling for my ex-wife. There's a tightness in my chest, difficulty breathing, and pain. Burning pain. The pain spreads everywhere.
Sounds horrible. Does it hurt right now?
There's always some discomfort, yes. Electricity is everywhere in the modern world. Intensity drops off with distance, per the inverse square law.
Yeah, he definitely put a phone in his pocket, and now he's gonna argue, you didn't feel anything. It's all mental, right? It's not physical. You have a mental disease, right? Because if they make that phone ring, it's gonna prove that he didn't have a feeling or nothing because he didn't know about it.
Okay, whoa, inverse square, I'm not a physicist. Could you dumb that down a shade for me?
The farther away it is, the stronger the source needs to be to have an effect.
Got it. So if I had a small battery, say, from a watch or something, and I got it close to you, close to your skin, you'd know.
I would feel it, yes. May I?
It's turned off.
Just as I thought. There's no battery in here. You removed the battery. That's a sorry little trick, isn't it?
Could you reach into your breast pocket and tell me what's there?
Here we go.
What now?
Oh,
Tell the
his
court what that
battery.
was, and you felt nothing.
Yep.
No, it's a trick. It has
Enough
to.
is enough. I submit that Mr. McGill's mental illness is a non-issue.
No, he orchestrated it. Jimmy. He defecated through a sunroof. And
Here
I
we
saved
go.
him.
Here we go. He's airing it all out. You can see the disdain, bruh. Jimmy's right. All this whole case is gonna come down to Chuck hating on his brother, bruh. And it goes deep. It goes far in history.
I shouldn't have. I took him into my own firm. What was I thinking? He'll never change. He'll never change. Ever since he was 9. Always the same.
You said too much.
Do you have anything else?
No.
No need.
Nothing further.
No need. You just proved this was a witch hunt on your brother because you don't like him. Yeah. And the exit sign is just a cherry on top to mess with him. That's hilarious. Yep. Yo, Jimmy came prepared. Jimmy came prepared, bro. So many tricks at once, and he fell for it completely. Hook, line, in the center, bro. My man was just, he couldn't contain it anymore because Jimmy was low-key mocking him, and my man said everything that was on his mind. And what's worse, he could never prove it, right? So that's what was here, just waiting to come out, and it finally did, right? He just knew Jimmy was no good, but he could never prove it, and now he finally has an opportunity to stick it to him in front of the panel, but he said too much, and now Jimmy's probably gonna get a slap on the wrist. Maybe he's gonna be suspended for a year, like he said before, but I don't think they're gonna disbar him, because that would look bad on the board after such damning testimony against Chuck. Crazy. But the ex-wife thing to throw him off, and the battery, I thought it was a phone, but it's a battery. That Jimmy, man, that was amazing. That was amazing. So yeah, okay, I think Jimmy just cleared his case. I don't know if they're gonna focus on the fact that he broke into his brother's home, but obviously that's a domestic issue. They obviously have issues. They're family, bro. I mean, it's not like he broke into a random person's home. Like he was pissed. His brother taped him without consent. So I mean, I guess he doesn't need consent in their right state, but still, yeah, this was well done. Can't wait to see the verdict in the next episode, but that's all I have for you today. Today, we're going to be reacting to Better Call Saul Season 3, Episode 6. Now, guys, before we start, I'm a little sick. You might have noticed right away, you might have not, but I feel obligated to disclose this. So my throat hurts like a mother effer, right? So I can't really raise my voice that much. I had a temperature, not right now, but, you know, it comes and goes. But I found myself laying on the couch and I'm like, dude, I could just, like, I'm watching basic TV. I'm like, I could just record a reaction because otherwise you guys are gonna have to wait a week for me to get better. And I'm like, nah, fam, I don't like that. So I'm gonna record and enjoy these episodes because I do want to watch them. And I feel like I can watch them. I just can't scream. So when I get hyped, if there are hype moments, I'm just gonna do it like this to preserve my voice, okay? So if I'm acting a little weird, that's why. Or maybe I'm gonna be like, yes, you know, shout. But in a very thin voice so I don't damage my vocal cords any more than they already are. Anyway, in the last episode, Chuck messed up. He really messed up, right? He showed his hand, he showed his cards. So now I think this is gonna go well for Jimmy. I don't think he's gonna get off scot-free, but I don't think they're gonna revoke his license. Maybe he's gonna get suspended or something, but I don't know, but I'm here to find out. That being said, if you enjoy my reactions, you know what to do. Let's go. I'm gonna keep one off so I can monitor my voice and make sure I don't scream. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me once I edit this. This guy. Last time Tuco wanted to wring his neck, Nacho stopped him.
Hey, my father's gonna bring in his Corolla. His dog.
Nah, he's chit-chatting. He's trying to establish like, oh, we're friends. You know my family. I know your family. He doesn't have enough money, right? My man didn't work hard enough or business wasn't right. For sure, my man's gonna be short.
Dogs tore up the back seat. Like, ate the stuffing.
All right. Make it up next week.
Thank you, Nacho.
You're too soft. I'm surprised Hector didn't say anything. Tuco would have killed him.
Who works for who? Huh?
Damn. Damn. Look at Salamanca. He's just reading the newspapers like this is an everyday occurrence. That's crazy. He's not paying attention. That is dangerous. Yeah, looks like that ass whooping he gave that guy
I want to
didn't
start
sit
by
well with
sincerely
him.
thanking you for your patience through this long and emotional proceeding. He took the time to make sure they had wills that accurately reflected their wishes for a price they could afford. Because Jimmy McGill cares about people.
Nah, that's a dope-ass move, man. I'm sorry, my voice is just... But regardless, that's a dope-ass move. Jimmy got elder people that he represented and did right by to come here and be his character witnesses. What better way to show that Jimmy is good for the community than to show how much old people appreciate him being a lawyer? Nah, that was a well-played move.
He's devoted the past 3 years of his life to his brother's welfare. Waking at 5 in the morning to buy Charles's favorite newspaper from the single newsstand in the city that carries it. I believe the answer is a resounding yes.
She did well.
Oh, here's to 12 short months. Also, somebody call the Pope, because according to your summation, I had to be a saint. Me and Mother Teresa, right up there with her.
St. Jimmy. Yeah, that's a nice ring to it.
Wait, so he got suspended for 12 months? So my man, like, he got off work for a year, then he can just continue. Okay, that's not bad considering they got him in 4K.
Jimmy.
Oh.
Well, come on in, please.
Nah, this is gonna be interesting because Chuck won't open the door. Like I said, I hope he doesn't hurt himself because this is a huge L he just took. And not only that, he publicly embarrassed himself yet again. And this time in front of his ex-wife that he obviously cared for enough to lie to her, to try and preserve his, right, ego. Because he obviously didn't want her to ever find out that he was, right, that his brain was contaminated with this disease and that he might be losing it. And now not only did he lose what he sought out for, which is to Jimmy to get disbarred, but he also humiliated himself. So I hope he doesn't raise a hand on himself, and the fact that he won't open the door and that she had to come here to Jimmy for help. This is going to be interesting because is Jimmy still going to be a good brother and go help Chuck, try to help Chuck, or not? And did Chuck get a restraining order? I forgot. Because if he did, then Jimmy can't do anything. Interesting.
Hi, Kim Wexler.
Rebecca Bois. We didn't formally meet earlier.
Right, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah. I was just at Chuck's and he won't answer the door. I was out there knocking for almost an hour.
It sounds like Chuck. I'm sure he's fine. He's just being dramatic.
Well, I think it's a little bit more than that. I want you to come with me to get him to let us in. Jimmy, he needs our help.
No thanks. Ooh. I've already kicked my door in for the year.
You owe it to him.
I don't owe him squat.
Damn. Yeah, this brotherhood is over. Crazy.
Jimmy, you lied to me. This was never about helping Chuck.
If you feel misled, I apologize, but I think I was clear.
He's still your brother.
Not anymore, he's not.
Yo. She does have a point. I mean, Chuck is mentally ill, but how much,
like
right?
The other night during dinner, Kaylee asked if her daddy ever used to cook.
He's not incompetent.
And I told her about how Maddie used to make her Mickey Mouse pancakes on weekends.
Who's next?
Thanks
Mike?
for coming. It means a lot.
Well, honey, if it makes you feel any better, I'm all for it.
Enough that you'd come again.
Damn.
The way he talked about you, it was like you hung the moon.
Yeah, and that's why it makes it so hard for Mike to hear that, because in the end, the son died knowing that the pops was corrupt and that he looked up to somebody who was actually way below him because his kid didn't want to take the bribe, right? And in doing so, Mike not only broke, like even Mike said it, he broke his son completely before son died. Crazy, bro. That's...
Sorry, I can get you out of it. I just thought it
it's
was...
fine. Just tell me when, where. Come on, gee.
Jimmy's just not worth it. Where would we be if, say, Clarence Darrow had devoted the best years of his life to supervising his ne'er-do-well relatives?
To new beginnings.
Okay. The batteries. Nice ad.
32 missions? Holy. Well, can I just say, sir, that you are one of the people who made the greatest generation so damn great. I salute you.
I cannot look at another contract. I'm up to my eyeballs in Mesa Verde.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's...
So what are you going to do about Francesca?
Look at the two of you. I mean, you belong on TV. You're naturals. I know you're thinking it's too good to be true. TV's too expensive. We can't afford that. But I'm telling you, you can.
We'll think about it.
He's a good salesman, if anything.
When do you think you might decide?
Maybe next week.
Gee, I'm sorry for any confusion, but
He
I was talking about much shorter window.
Maybe you could make a commercial.
Have you not been listening? That's what I've been trying.
Nah, that's actually a dope-ass idea. Just don't be a lawyer this time. Do sales. Do something else you're good at. Like, he knows how to talk to people. He knows how to maneuver, manipulate. You can do a lot of things without being a lawyer with those right attributes. So definitely he can shoot a new commercial and advertise something else for the next year.
Cut. Maybe next time. Woof.
He's not even gonna try.
Are you gonna do this or not? Because either way, I'm getting my $100.
Quick, crack open your magic bag. I'll have to carl off this thing.
You have a scale? Take your pick.
What is Nacho doing here? Isn't he competition? Oh wait. So Gus did agree to Salamanca's right threat that he's gonna be the one to distribute his cocaine as well. Right? Because his chain of distribution got interrupted by Mike and Gus, right? So now Gus is smuggling in his cocaine as well. I forgot about that. That's why Nacho's here. For sale, yeah. Is he maybe searching for his ex-wife? Like, maybe she left a contact.
I need to see Dr. Cruz as soon as possible.
I'll take her. Please hold.
Thank you.
What is he doing?
It's no big deal.
I mean, Nacho seemed like he was scared.
Lionel, go outside, see what he found out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Hector definitely wanted to get a rise out of Gus, and now he's disappointed because not only was Gus not even there, he allowed it to happen, which shows that he's so powerful financially that this didn't even make a dent, right? Him taking one extra. But yeah, Nacho was acting tough, but did you see his face when he was leaving? This didn't sit well with him, bro. Too much danger, too much... I think Nacho wants out.
Where is the distributor?
No, bruh. Hector is trying to find his new chain of distribution. He wants to get his pops involved. And if I got this correctly, Nacho's pops is legit. Nah, this ain't gonna fly, bruh.
Jalisco?
Jalisco. I want a new way to get my stuff over the border. A legitimate business.
Right, but the chicken man...
Temporary. I want a new front, my own. You talk to your father.
His dad doesn't even know that Nacho is in business. And he seemed like a sweet old man, bro. This is a problem.
I spent most of the day going door to door, pitching, no dice. Then it came to me, I'm selling advertising, why not advertise? And it worked. I mean, TV commercials get calls.
What commercial did you run? Not Gimme Jimmy.
No, I made a new one.
When?
Today. Said I see Albuquerque's next TV star. It's you, small business owner, struggling to make it in today's fast-paced economy. Thought television advertising was too expensive
He
for
got
you.
makeup.
Well, you better think again. You can't afford not to be on TV.
Saul Goodman.
Yeah, it's like it's all good, man.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. He used his famous slogan, right? Saul Goodman. And that's how he's gonna call himself in the future as a future lawyer when he gets his license back. It's very interesting. right? But he covered his face so people don't recognize him because he was the lawyer and he wants to be a lawyer again. So now he just covered it up with a mustache and all that. But he's still recognizable. But it's kind of impressive. I gotta say, like, my man is like shedding his skin like that, bro. My man, he's gifted. He knows his way around money.
That guy has a lot of energy.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. I can't believe I didn't catch that the entirety of Breaking Bad. I did not catch that that's what he meant when he said, it's all good, man. Hilarious. Regardless, looks like my voice held up. But don't worry, guys, I'm not that sick. I am, but it's already been 3 days, so I'm starting to get better. I just like wanted to watch the shows. I missed them. I haven't recorded for a few days, so I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get on this. I just can't shout that much, but you can hear me, so it's gonna be fine. I really enjoyed this episode though, but Nacho is in a bind here. Like, really, he's in a bind. And did you see him just saving those pills? I think he's gonna buy some new pills and then put something else in there to try and get rid of Hector Salamanca. And if that doesn't work, he's definitely calling Mike, in which case it's gonna be a conflict of interest because Mike can't take care of Hector because Gus doesn't want Hector gone. So this is very, very interesting. Poor Nacho, poor Nacho's dad. But I can't wait to jump straight into the next episode. That's all I have for you today.